Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this evening's UK SYUK meditation. Welcome to everyone, wherever you are in the world. So we'll start off, for those of us who haven't done it already, we'll start off by doing Namaskar and raising Kundalini and putting on bandana. So we can start our meditation by just simply relaxing. So if we put our hands either on or pointing at the Mother Earth, and we'll just take a minute to relax. So initially this can be relaxing our body. So just relaxing our shoulders, our arms, seeing if you can find any tension, and trying to just relax it. And we let the Mother Earth take away any of these stresses that we might be holding in our bodies. Take a few deep breaths. And just let that tension go. Down into the Mother Earth. If you like, you can say a silent prayer in yourself to the Mother Earth, to the Bhumi Devi, to please take away all stress and tension within us. And we can also, as part of this relaxing, we can surrender all our concerns to the Param Chaitanya, to the force that created and that runs the universe. So this unseen divine force. So we just surrender all our concerns, all our worries, anything that we're upset about. that we feel hurt about, anything that is frustrating us or making us cross. Just surrender all of it, let it go. And just for this moment, for these moments, we want to give these imposters away that grab our attention and disturb us. So we just surrender them all at the lotus feet of the divine. And we can bring our hands up onto our lap and just observe what we can feel on our hands, in our body, on our chakras, at the top of the head. Just spend a few seconds observing what you feel. See if you can rest your attention in the sasrara. And notice, is this easy? Is it difficult? Is your mind busy or quiet? Can you feel the Kundalini has risen? Just notice these things. So we can put our right hand on the ground or pointing at the ground. And we'll just put our attention on Sri Ganesha, on the Muladhara chakra. And we can all within ourselves say a prayer to Sri Ganesha to humbly ask that he remove all the obstacles to the rising of the Kundalini. So from our hearts, pray to Sri Ganesha. Please remove all the obstacles within me, in my environment, in my life. Please remove all the obstacles to the rising of the Kundalini within me and within all of us. Then we can bring our right hand back onto our lap and just take our attention and raise it up from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the head. So we can do this in our attention. You can use your right hand as well. But really try and use focused attention with or without your hand. And draw your attention up all the way to the top of the head. And just do that a few times. And we can bring our attention just to the Agya chakra. And here we're just going to forgive. So we can say simply, Shamataji, I forgive everyone. And we just want to forgive all the hurts that we might hold, big and small, and let them go. However sticky they may be, however much they might draw our attention. They're from the past. They're not here now. They're only here in our mind. So we let them go. Shamataji, I forgive. For this moment, we want to be free of them. All they do is disturb our attention. So we can say simply as well, Shamataji, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And if it's tricky, you can just ask for the power of forgiveness. So you could just say, Shamataji, please help me to forgive. Show me how to forgive. Teach me how to let go of these hurts, that I might be free from them. And then again, we can lift our attention up into the Sasrara, see if we can hold it there. And I'm going to play a small piece of music. I found an old recording actually of myself and Bernard and Jenny playing together, so I'm just going to play a few minutes of that and we can sit and meditate whilst we listen. So we'll now listen to the Diwali Puja talk from 1997 in Portugal.
We have gathered here to worship Sri Lakshmi. In Diwali in India, they worship Lakshmi because a great Rakshasa called Narakasura was killed. Also, that Lakshmi came out of the sea. At the same time, long time back. I should say, this is like her different appearances on the same occasion. Lakshmi is the goddess which gives us wealth, gives us prosperity. She is very blissful, no doubt. She gives you protection, and also she is very humble because she stands on the lotus. She is very light. This does not put her pressure on anyone. These are symbols of Sri Lakshmi. But also she is a part of Mahamaya in the modern times. When people get Lakshmi, the money, they don't understand that she is their mother. And she is to be respected. When this kind of a perverse idea of Sri Lakshmi comes in, such countries, such people meet their last end. And destruction of the worst type. So this Lakshmi has to be used with a big balance, like standing on a lotus, and not get into the pond where there are all kind of creatures to eat you all. You have to stand on the lotus. That means that you are above all the lures of this Maya. Also in Sanskrit and in our languages, we call Lakshmi as the Maya. If somebody gets a lot of money, they will say, he got a lot of Maya. Now this Maya plays the tricks. If money, prosperity was the salvation, then there would have been no problems in this world. Because those people who have money always get ruined. If they are not ruined, their children, their grandchildren get ruined. This principle of Lakshmi within us is very dubious. And the allurement is so much that people see somebody having a good car these days, they think, what a man he is. In any case, he is not going to give you the car. If somebody is having lots of what you can call palaces or buildings, people start admiring. This is Kali Yuga. They start admiring, see, this man is so rich. Even clothes. People see you wearing clothes which are very good tailored, might be from some designers, say. They think no end of that man. For example, in England, there is another befooling place called Savile Row. So if you want to buy one suit, you have to pay sometimes £3,000. Now, people are so stupid that now if they wear a suit from Savile Row, they put the brand outside, Savile Row. All such tomfoolery is going on all over the world. The clothes have no meaning, their lifestyle has no meaning. Ultimately, they end up in Swiss bank. The Lakshmi Tattva of Swiss bank is also now showing its teeth. And if you read what's happening to them, I mean, they are shaking. They don't know. They went to this limit that they took. The teeth, golden teeth of the Jews. I mean, it's going too far. All this tomfoolery has been going on. There are military services. Why? Who is going to conquer that country? Even Napoleon didn't do that. And they have made big caves to keep their weapons there. Who is going to attack them? Stupid people. Suffering from ego. But the attack has come. And this attack is so serious that they might be completely shattered and destroyed. Now, who falls for this kind of thing, you should see, are the people who are crooks, who are dishonest, who are absolutely adharmis. They can be mafia dons, or they can be some thugs, some black marketeers, some smugglers. So going against the Lakshmi principle are so many done these days. One fellow who was thrown out of SYUK because he was trying to be very dominating. He said, that's better. I said, why? He's doing now smuggling, making money out of smuggling, and he's become very rich according to him. But it comes to an end, and a very tragic, bad end. Money is such a lure for human beings that it kills all sense of decency, of higher values, everything. A brother, say, who is very nice and good fellow, if he gets money out of proportion by outdoing the hanky-panky, he neglects his mother, father, brothers, sisters, everything. So I would say then it comes to that point that Lakshmi ji becomes a bhoot then. And she, all her blessings become sort of a challenge to your dignity. Now certain countries, like America, which is the area for Sri Krishna, because he's Kubera, they have no money as such. I've seen they're all poor, they're all indebted. So many Indians went to America and they can't come to India now. Why? We are indebted. Why are you indebted? Oh, we get everything free now. You see, the bank gives us loan. We can have the best lifestyle. So they will have three Mercedes is nothing. Three Mercedes is nothing. We should have Rolls Royces. We should have this. For what? What do you get out of it? Now, of course, little bit they are shaken up with the stock exchange and all that nonsense. They had started all this joke and all these very big, camouflages. All now are coming out. So this is no Lakshmi, because Lakshmi must give you dignity, prosperity and respect. I think Americans understood about it, so they become philanthropists, means they are giving money to people. Whom did they give money? All the names these people took from South Africa were all given money by the philanthropists of America. What has happened to their wisdom? That 16-year-old boy, he went there, and then all ages went there and made a very big money. All this money-making proposition, can you give some seat to those musicians? Baba, ikde avasa, ikde avasa. इकडे आहे जागा समोर. हां बसा. मलाही उशीर केला आणि स्वतःही उशिराने आलं. बसा बसा बसा. हां. So what is the matter? If there's a blessing of Lakshmi, why a man who gets the blessing of Lakshmi becomes so funny, so stupid, and ultimately ends up his life that people are not there even to pick up his dead body? Shawl de mala zara. What is the difference between money and Lakshmi? She gives you money, all right, agreed. But when she is giving the money, what happens to that money which comes to you? It's a very subtle thing one should understand. In India, if you give 100 rupees to a servant, immediately he'll go to drink somewhere. First idea will come, what he should do, he'll go for a drink of the hard ones. I mean, your vodka is nowhere near that. Such hard ones they make in India, you know. It is called as hath batti, means made with hands. So in 100 rupees, they are willing to go. I mean, that means any money you give to them, it spoils their life completely. Lakshmi has been given, all right, so what happens to this Lakshmi? She changes her form. And her form is so bad that you are completely ruined with that. So now we have to understand what is the way we can use the Lakshmi. Supposing I get money, suppose. Then I will go to the market, say, and I'll see something nice. This is very good for this surgery. Or I will say, this will be very handy for our ashram. Immediately the mind starts working in a very socialistic way, I should say. not individualistic. For example, I went to Rajasthan and I saw such a lot of sand, just like a big desert with dunes, and people starving. So I said, how to get money to these people? So I said, let me start a factory. Factory with the unbreakable glass, which they make only in France. They make it very cheap and regard it as very cheap thing. Not in India. In India, if you go to some elite's house, they'll offer you tea in, in these unbreakable things. They think it's very elite. Depends on what you think about what. I'm very proud of it. So I said, if we make these things in India, these poor people, because there's so much sand, and the sand is needed by trucks, so I will utilize this to make this beautiful factory here. And then give them some support to live well. Now when I went to one place called Varna, you all had come also once. There's a gentleman who was a disciple of Gandhiji, and he's organized this Varna company for distributing milk. It became so very rich, it's a cooperative, so he started giving money to all the cooperative people, those who had labor there. Now this labor had never seen that money. So he came to me, touched my feet, and he said, Mother, you tell me now, what should I do? I am so unhappy with the development of this Varna because there are prostitutes who have arrived from Bombay. There are all kinds of hard drinks which have come from Bombay. And these people are smoking like hell. They are taking drugs, right? Yes. Wherever there is money, the drug goes there. And the children are becoming absolutely useless. They don't want to study. They even slap their parents. So he said, this was not Gandhiji's ideal. Now what has happened? He says, this is a curse of money. And he was crying. Now, how can Lakshmi become a curse? It does. It is in the Navi. What a central position it has. And when this Navi starts working, it is a very remarkable thing that you feel gobbling the food all the time with this Navi. I mean, you go on eating like mad. And then some booth comes in to eat also with you inside Navi. Then you can eat so much that no human beings can eat like that except for the people who are rich. Then you start a big science, or what you can call etiquettes. I don't want to hurt anybody. I mean, if you are eating well, I don't mind. Eat well. But the first part is, because today is Diwali, I am trying to tell you all these interesting stories. I went many a times for dinner with French diplomats. My goodness. Now me and my husband don't drink. So 45 minutes they were only discussing what they will have today. Then they remembered yesterday they had that, day before they had that. So there should be variety. So then they came down to something. Not all of them drinking the same, different. So they came to some point. All right, we'll have this. But some people asked for something which was not available. So they said, you have to have it. And they shouted at them. My goodness. They took 45 minutes to decide what they are going to do. It's regarded as French etiquette, I think. And we two chief guests, myself and my husband, looking at this man and looking at that woman, didn't know what to do with these etiquettes, so we were thinking now better go. Then came to food. They are so particular. I like this and I like that. They are worse than Indians, I think. And they took at least 80 minutes to decide what they will eat. Ultimately, they found something nice, each different. And the restaurant people were trying to pamper their ego. Oh, what a thing you have chosen. This is the blah, blah, blah. So, they started serving. The cheese was smelling so awful, I tell you. We couldn't bear it, both of us. So my husband told them, today is our fasting day for both of us. He said, why is it a fasting day? Say, in India we have, fasting like this, sometimes we have to fast. Today is our. But I told him, here one day you are saying today is our fasting, but we have to go to so many dinners, what will you do? He said, everywhere better to say that we are fasting. Such a horrible cheese they brought. And they started boasting that they have 2,000 or 200 types of cheese. So 200 types of the smelly ones, from where did you get? They said this is French perfection. I said, what is this French perfection? But then, tears came into my eyes. Sippy said, why are you crying? Not crying, but I think, what will happen to these people with their cheese? Where will they go? Even if they go to hell, people will throw them away with the smell of the cheese. Then I read how this cheese came in. So they said there was a big snowfall and they had put some big containers in a cave of milk, and people forgot about it. Snowfall was there for 20 days, whatever it was, and they just forgot about it. So after 1 year, they got the smell, coming out of it. So they went and saw the cheese being formed. Can you imagine? This is the beginning of the end. Actually, one should never eat anything that is kept overnight, normally. But now they have got fridges, so you can keep it for 2 days, 3 days at the most. Like on the ship they keep it. But this I couldn't understand, that this cheese, which is, they told me, is very old. I said, really? And they sell it by that, what old it is. And their wines, if they are, say, 200-year-old, it is 200 times more expensive. So it's such a bhutish thing to eat all that. So when the Lakshmi goes into the hands of bhuts, on a very less level, I should say, is this, then it goes into the heads of people who want to exploit money, exploit poor people, exploit countries which are downtrodden. Go on like this, collecting money, looting. When English came to India, we didn't know they used to take bribes. On Diwali day, if you went there without any present, they said, bakshish, you must give some present. And what they liked was our country liquor. I never knew this. But later on I came to know because my husband became a collector of merit. And there were bottles of country liquors kept in that house. That house was itself more than 100 years old. Long time back it was kept there still, some of them, you see. And we could have sent them to England to sell, it would have been a good idea. So, the older it is, it's better. This Lakshmi, I think, becomes old and dies, and there is a Lakshmi. A Lakshmi means when you have money and you don't have the qualities of a person who should have money. In that quality of a Lakshmi, you become very miserly. You don't even want to help your brothers and sisters. You don't want to give any money to anyone.
So, so we're coming to the end of our evening session. So we can finish with our attention in the Sahasrara. Where we can simply thank Shri Mataji for our self-realization, for all her teaching, for giving us Sahaj Yoga, inborn, inbuilt, spontaneous union. Shri Mataji, for all these things, we thank you. For lifting us up beyond our daily concerns. So we can draw our meditation to a close. I'll put a little bit of sitar music on for those who'd like to meditate a bit longer. And we can, those of us who wish, can continue to meditate and finish in our own time. I'll put the music on for another 10 minutes or so.
बंदिश ऐसी है, ये हमारे घराने की बड़ी खास बंदिश है माता जी, पहली बार आपके सामने बजा रहा हूँ। ये हमारे परदादा के बोल हैं इस बंदिश में। तो वो बोल जो जब से पिट हुए वो सारे सितार और सरोद और जितने तंत्रकार हैं वो आज ये बोल बजाते हैं। डाला डा डेड़े डाला डा डाला, ये बोल है इसमें।
So the time has come for us to finish the session together. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed, despite my hoarse voice. And see you again soon, I'm sure. Jai Shri Mataji.